During hot weather, the ground might potentially burn the paw pads since the pavement heats up quickly and is even hotter than the surrounding air. When it comes to keeping your dog safe, knowing when it's too hot to walk it or how to keep its paws from burning is essential. Anatomy of a dog's paw. They have paws covered in fur, but also paw pads that don't have this fuzzy coating. However, paw pads are excellent for protecting your pet's feet from rough surfaces, providing shock absorption and traction, but they are not resistant to burns. 2 additional pads on the front limbs, which do not generally come into contact with ground, are also present in dog feet, which have 5 paw pads on each foot that come into contact with the ground. There is a substantial amount of fat and connective tissue in each of the paw pads. Temperatures of the road in the air. While black asphalt pavement is particularly problematic when it comes to heating up, even concrete surfaces can get too hot for a dog to walk on. Pavement can be any hard road or street surface. Contrary to what one might expect, pavement and air temperatures aren't the same thing. The ground can become dangerously hot for paw pads as the weather warms. In direct sunlight with no breeze and low humidity, asphalt temperatures can be substantially higher than the air temperature, thus it is necessary to be aware of this discrepancy. Air temperature versus pavement temperature. 77 degrees Fahrenheit 125 degrees F. 86 degrees Fahrenheit 135 degrees Fahrenheit. 87 degrees Fahrenheit 143 degrees Fahrenheit. Pavement temperatures can be 40 to 60 degrees warmer than air temperatures. Do you know when a burn happens? At temperatures above 130 degrees Fahrenheit, the skin will begin to show signs of thermal injury within 60 seconds of exposure. For dogs, this implies that if temperatures are above 80 degrees Fahrenheit, the pavement may be hot enough to injure their feet for long periods of time. Non-pavement footwear options. If it's too hot to walk your dog on the pavement, you may ask how else you may offer your dog with the essential amount of exercise. Walking on grass or soil is the simplest alternative to walking on pavement. These types of flooring don't get as hot as a hard surface like pavement does, making them a more comfortable option for walking. Swimming in a pond, playing in a green yard, visiting to the dog park, or spending some time at doggy daycare are all good options if there is no grass to walk on. Take into consideration your dog's particular health concerns and the weather before exercising on a hot day. Keeping pavement burns at bay. Make sure your dog's paws are protected against burns if you must walk on the pavement. The idea of using dog booties, socks, and shoes to protect their paws may seem absurd at first, but they are a simple and efficient approach to keep your dog's pads safe. There are numerous kinds and sizes to choose from, some of which are more substantial than others. It is important to give your dog some time to become acclimated to wearing shoes, socks, or booties before taking it on a walk. During your dog's stay at home, put the foot covers on and let it find out how to walk. It is possible to keep a dog's paws free of dirt by applying a layer of paw wax. Using a quick drying wax that is applied to the dog's paw pads before walking, a protective barrier is created. Waxing your dog's paws just takes a few minutes, and most paw waxes are safe for your dog to lick. Finally, it may be important to walk your dog earlier in the day or later in the day to avoid harm because the pavement has had a chance to cool off. Keeping your dog safe can sometimes be as simple as altering your dog's walk schedule. You should also steer clear of activities that require your dog to sprint and then stop repeatedly on hot asphalt, as in playing fetch or chase. Repeated rubbing of the paws against heated ground increases the risk of paw injuries. On what surfaces may you safely walk a dog? If the air temperature is 76 degrees Fahrenheit or lower, you don't need to be concerned about letting your dog walk on the pavement. A laser temperature gun can be used to see if the pavement is too hot to walk on if the temperature is over this level. As an additional method of checking that your dog can safely walk on the pavement, you can put your hands directly on the surface and wait 10 seconds before moving. In order for your dog to walk on the ground, it must be hot enough for you to hold your hand there for 10 seconds or less.